y'all, and welcome to today's video. I'm so excited because I bought a lot of things from the new MAC and Black Panther collection. I'm so excited. Black Panther is probably my favorite movie in the Marvel universe. I'm so excited for the next movie. So today I'm going to be doing two looks for y'all. Swatches. We're going to talk about this collection. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I did buy the eyeshadow palette. I bought both of the highlighters. I bought one of the lipsticks. I really like that there were lots of different shades of the lipstick. I also bought, this is a lip color, liquid lip color. So I'm guessing this is a liquid lipstick. I bought one of those. I bought the Black Panther gloss and I bought an eyeliner. So those are the things that I bought. I ordered from the MAC site and I'm excited. We're going to create two looks. We're going to test these out. And if you're new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we do not try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week. I've been uploading 5, 6, sometimes 7 videos a week. So if you're looking for new fun makeup content, this is the place to be. But I'm very excited to play with this collection, Wakanda Forever. Let's jump into it. Y'all, jumping into this, I did buy all these things. I ordered them from the MAC website and I have it so fast because I did pay for expedited shipping, just in case you're like, how did you order that and get it so fast? I don't have like a freestanding MAC store near me, so I couldn't go in store. I ordered it online. I am very, very excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk about all these products. We'll do swatches and then we will jump into the looks. But let's start off first. There were a few things in the collection that I didn't pick up. I didn't pick up the makeup bag or the brushes. I didn't pick up every lip color. I can't do that. I can't do that. This was already expensive enough, but I'm so excited for it. Let's start with the thing I'm most excited about, and that is these Black Panther highlighters. These are so fun. Okay, I have to say, my first impression when I took them out of the box, the packaging feels so light. I'm used to MAC having like a heavier compact to where it feels a little more luxe, and I don't love how like lightweight this compact is, but it is very easy to open. You just push this little tab. Look, I could not buy this. So this is the deeper shade. I know this is not going to be a highlighter for my skin tone, but what I thought we could use it for is a like blush bronzer topper shade. So I'm just going to kind of use this on top of the blush that I have on. This is the shade Royal Vibrancy, and then this will be a highlight shade for me. This is the shade Royal Challenge. These are the Extra Dimension Skin Finish formula. I do want to show you a close-up of these before I use them, before I touch them, and I also just want to show you swatches on the back of my hand. I just have to say, like, the embossing in the pan on these is next level. MAC did such a good job with these. I just amazing attention to detail. I also have the eyeshadow palette. Now this packaging I like a lot more than I like the outer packaging of this. Again, we have that beautiful black and purple print, but we do have like the chest piece that Black Panther wears. I'm so excited for movie number 2. But we have Marvel Studios Black Panther MAC, and we have that detail here. So on the inside, let me point out before I show you a close-up, I really hate that the shade names are on this thin plastic sheet. I wish they had been printed on the pans. I don't know why they didn't do that. It's not like this was a super inexpensive palette, but I will keep this so I can tell you all the shade names, and then I'm going to throw it away because I never keep up with things like this. But I want to create two looks with this. Let me show you a close-up of the palette and swatches. We have a very nice mirror in this palette. I really like, just looking at the colors here, I really like that I have colorful shades. I have orange, blue, purple, green, and then I have a yellow gold, a bronze, a vanilla, and a black. So I feel like I'm going to be able to create a variety of looks. I'm going to create a bold, colorful look, and then I'm going to create not necessarily a neutral look, but a look that's a little more toned down. We'll put it like that. I also bought the lipstick. I am wearing this lipstick today. I wanted to show it to you on the lips. This is the shade Story of Home. This is an amplified cream lipstick. We do have that beautiful packaging. We have Black Panther MAC up top. When you open it, the Black Panther like mask is there. I love that. So this is the shade I picked out. I did put on a lip liner. I put on Milk Cosmetics Caffeine lip liner. I'll link everything down below for y'all because this is available at MAC. It's available also, I saw it at Dillard's, I saw it at Ulta. So I will link it down below with those different retailers for y'all. But this is the shade that I have. And then I thought for look 2, I will put this one on the lips. Again, this is a liquid lipstick in the shade Show Off. So for look 2, I'll put that on the lips. I have the Black Panther gloss. I really like this clear container with the purple detail. Of course, we have Black Panther here, and the shade is Feeling It. So let's go ahead and put the gloss on since you see what the lipstick looks like. I really like MAC lip glosses. I was just so intrigued by this collection. I was really pleased with the whole Stranger Things collection that MAC did. I enjoyed that a lot. So when I saw this collection, knowing that I enjoyed the Stranger Things collection, knowing that I love Black Panther, it was kind of like a no-brainer. The last thing I bought is the Eye Kohl in Feline. I've had this before from MAC. I really like MAC eyeliners. They last pretty well for me in the waterline. I enjoy them, so I'm like, why not pick it up in this limited edition packaging? So we'll play with that as well. But those are all the pieces. I'm so excited to play with this. I really hope that the quality of the products live up to my expectations because I'm excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to use my MAC Paintpot. I've been using that as an eye base for at least 15 years now, I would say. I was trying to remember when I started using that, but it's such a great primer. I do have oily skin, if you're curious for reference. I'm 35, and you can see I have deep set eyes. So I rely on a primer no matter the palette, no matter the brand, no matter nothing. I'm always using an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to zoom y'all in, and we are going to create an eye look. Okay, so I'm ready for shadow. Now, I did say the names are on this little plastic sheet, and they're not printed on the pan. They're not printed like in a big sticker on the back, but if you look really close down here, really small, it has the names here. So just so you know, I wanted to point that out. I want to start, oh my gosh, I want to start with this blue shade right here. This looks like a really pretty royal blue. The name of this shade is Claw Marks. I'm like, let me hold up the little thing. Let me make sure the name of the shade is Claw Marks. We are going to put 2 different colors in our crease. I'm going to start with that blue shade, and then we're going to go in with that green. The name of the green shade is, oh, what is it? My Calling. Okay, so I've got this Sigma brush. This is a E25. If you were considering the brushes in this MAC collection, I did not purchase those, but I will say I do have several MAC brushes, and I really do enjoy them. I didn't need them, and they're very pricey, so I decided to pass on them, but it's not because I think the quality is bad or anything like that. But I'm just taking this blue, you can see, I'm putting it here. So right here is my eye socket. I'm packing the shadow on right on top of that primer. And I want to press it on because I want the most pigment that I can get out of this shadow. I want to bring it up above the crease. I want to bring it down below. Remember, our makeup does not have to be perfect. As long as I like my makeup, as long as you like your makeup, that's all that matters. And I just want some pigment. I can go back and blend some more in a minute, but once I kind of have that to the intensity that I want, I'll just slowly start to blend it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this smaller brush. This is an E42 from Sigma, and I want to go into that dark green shade. Green is my most favorite color, so I'm so excited to use green, and I love green and blue together. Oh, I love these shades together. That is really pretty. I will say, I know y'all have seen the swatches. I don't like to swatch palettes until after I've tried them. These are definitely not mattes. I feel like they have a little bit of a sheen to them, which I was not really expecting. I mean, I'll have to look up online what these were classified as. I didn't do a whole lot of research other than looking at the collection, looking at the price, thinking about what I wanted to buy. I didn't look and say like how many mattes, how many shimmers, but I definitely feel like these have a little bit of a sheen to them. I don't feel like they're flat mattes. And I know that's not my eye primer because like I said, I've been using this primer for years. Longer than my child has been here, I've been with this MAC Paintpot. Okay, I wanted to take a pause and read this because I'm like, this is not matte. What is this? This says, all new 8-pan eyeshadow palette featuring a unique, creamy, sensorial texture that delivers intense color clarity, vibrant payoff without heaviness. Bouncy textured shades and jewel tones, earthy mattes, shimmering metallics, inspired by the vibrancy and grace of Wakanda's fiercest warriors. Love that. So they say these are metallic matte. I mean, they still call them matte, but it says it's a paint-like color intensity, bouncy, sensorial texture. Yeah, it says it is ophthalmologist tested. I don't know what that means. Like, tested. I mean, I'm a respiratory therapist, so somebody could like give me something and say, hey, this Milk makeup primer is respiratory therapist tested, right? But it does say that it's safe for contact lens wearers. So I just wanted to read y'all that because maybe you're like me and you're like, that doesn't look exactly matte. So I will say if you're looking for like matte, I don't think this is matte, but I will say I'm loving this pigmentation. That is very important. I love a good pigmented shadow. So I'm excited, but what I'm doing right now is I didn't pick up any more shadow. I just grabbed the brush that I used for that blue shade and I kind of like wiped it off on a towel I have here in front of me. And I'm just going to kind of buff right along the edges to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. And I want to make sure that this blue fades into the green well, you know, just lightly blending. Okay, now we're going to take the shade called Heart Shaped Herb, which is this purple metallic. Ooh, it looks so pretty. I cannot wait. We're going to put that all over the lid. I'm not going to take it all the way out to the outer corner. I'm going to stop like where this green is because I want to keep that, look how it's stained my fingers. I want to keep that deep and green. So I'm going to pick up this purple shade on my Sigma E60 brush, and I am going to wet my brush. If you have MAC Fix Plus, you could use that. I like to use one from e.l.f. It doesn't matter. Whatever kind of setting spray, I'm going to use it just to intensify this because I did put my finger in the pan and it didn't look super intense, but maybe it is. I just want to try it. I want to spray my brush. I want to put it on and we'll see how it looks on the lid. Okay, so I'm taking this, and this is a metallic shade, not a shimmer. So I'm not seeing a lot of sparkle, but I also don't expect to. I want that metallic. I'm so happy they had a purple and a black in this palette. I will say I kind of wish it had like a silver, an intense silver. I think that would have fit in with the movie and all pretty well too. But I'm just going to pack this on. It's not giving me the most intensity. I feel like I'm kind of having to go hard in the pan, but that may be the brush. But it does look very smooth on the lid. Like it looks very smooth. It has a pretty sheen to it. I wouldn't say it's one of those wet looking metallics, but if you are somebody who doesn't want to emphasize any texture on the lid, you might really, really like this. I think these colors are pretty together and they're blending well together for me. I'm just so happy they included a purple and a black, honestly. Okay, I'm liking the way this is coming together. I wish that the purple was a little more like intense as far as like the finish goes. The color though, beautiful. So I want to take Feline. Again, I've had MAC liners for forever. I actually am waiting on a couple to come in because I ordered 2 shades from my last Ulta order. So I'm like, I can always use a black liner. I'm just going to put that in my waterline because next we're going to go in with the black shadow on the lower lash line. And I want to go ahead and have this in my waterline. Again, I've been using MAC eyeliners for years. I think they're really, really nice. But I'm going to take this Sigma E30. It's just a pencil brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Onyx, which is the black shade. Okay, so I'm going to take that. And this is not a black shade. This is not a black shade. This is navy. This is navy. Y'all already saw the swatches. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. This is a navy shade. So I'm like, oh, I'm so happy they included a purple and a black. No, they didn't include purple, black, silver. I am very happy to have a navy shade, but I wish maybe we had a black in here as well. But this navy is beautiful. It's a very deep, dark navy. I like this new formula for MAC. I have to say, this is just, it's so pigmented. Like y'all saw the blue and the green, and now this navy, this is pigmented. Okay, MAC. I'm going to be paying attention when they launch this formula. It's different. It's not like a super shock from ColourPop, but it's almost like if you took a traditional MAC shadow and it created a baby with a ColourPop Super Shock matte shadow, and you like let them have a baby together. That's kind of what this formula reminds me of. Wow, I really like that navy. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. So you could do the blue like I did here, and then you could put this navy here and under the lower lash line, and then put the purple all over the lid. That would be beautiful as well. Okay. For the theming of the palette, I wish it had a black and a silver, but I love this navy shadow. I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't, because I do. That is intense and beautiful. But let me stop raving about that because I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so that shade was called Onyx. All right, and then we're gonna go in, let me see, United Front. So we've used all 4 of these shades down here, but we're gonna do United Front right up here, and I'm really interested to see how this looks on the eyes. I do have a nice mirror here in this palette as well. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, okay, MAC. Y'all, did y'all know this palette was gonna have new formulas in it? Did you buy this? Were you curious about it, but you're waiting for reviews? This is really pretty. I'm quite impressed with this eye look using just these 5 shades. I'm kind of into it. I may do a little more blending, but let's go ahead and do highlighter. So we have the more bronzy highlighter, the one that's deeper. God, that embossing is stunning. But for this look, I do already have on my bronzer, and I have on a cream blush. I'm using the About Face blush in Laid. So let's go in with this lighter one, and then we'll do the more bronzy one as like a blush topper in our next look. But let's go in with this one first. I have several MAC highlighters in the Extra Dimension Skin Finish formula. It's a formula I really enjoy. So I expect to really like this. And it's called Royal Challenge. Okay, so the MAC website says that these are new highlighting shades in high shine metallic finish and special edition packaging. So I've got here my Sigma FO3 highlighting brush. I almost don't want to touch the pan here. I'm gonna like kind of go around the mask because I don't want to mess it up. That is pretty. Now, if you're, you know, much fairer than me, wear what you want to wear. You want to wear this as a highlight? Wear it as a highlight. Do you? But I know a lot of times people with very fair skin prefer something a little bit lighter, but there are tons of highlighters on the market. So I'm glad to see they did highlighters that are deeper for this collection. I'm just going to press that in a little bit, but I think I'm feeling great. This is beautiful. Okay, let me put on some mascara, a lash. Let me see if I need to do any blending anywhere else, and then I will be back. We'll see how the look comes together. All right, y'all, here is the look with liner and lashes. I just went on the upper lash line with the same Black Panther liner, but I put on a dramatic half lash. I will link them down below for y'all, but I was like, you know what? We've got purple, we've got blue, we've got green, we've got navy. Let's do a dramatic lash. I will say also, while I did the lashes and stuff, I went ahead and swatched the palette. And I'm so glad I did not swatch it before I played with it, because y'all already saw the swatches. The palette did not swatch the best, but it performed really, really well. Like the mattes, I think, look so much more pigmented and they were so blendable on the eyes, whereas the swatches were a little underwhelming. So that's why we never just swatch and judge, right? Like the true test is on the eyes. And I really, really love this look. I think this is so beautiful. When I come back for the second look, I'll definitely update you on how this look wears, because this is like a new formula to me. You know, if it was the traditional MAC formulas that I know, I would, know right away. But this is a new formula. So I'll definitely update you when I come back for look 2, tell you how these wore. But I have to say, I'm loving this. I think this look is so pretty. You saw how easy everything was to work with. You saw the pigment. I mean, you saw it. So I'm happy with it. I think it looks great. I feel really beautiful in this look. It's very fun. Remember, we wear makeup because we want to, not because we need to. I don't need makeup. You don't need makeup. You're a 10 out of 10, no makeup. With makeup, still a 10 out of 10. I just love it. These colors, they're making me so happy. I'm loving the dramatic lash. I'm loving this lip color and gloss combo. I'm loving the highlighter. Maybe just what some people would say too dark for me, but I really like it. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. This collection is making me so happy. I was so hoping that they would do Black Panther and Wakanda justice, and so far so good. But for our second look, I'm going to come back and we're just going to do something light, easy, breezy with this palette. We're going to do the other lip color. We're going to use the other highlighter as a blush topper, and then I'll kind of give you my thoughts on each piece from this collection after I have, played with it all, worn it, all of that. But here is one last look at this first look, our more colorful, more bold, more intense look. Okay, we are back for look number 2. I am wearing the Love Me Liquid Lip Color. I bought the shade Show Off. That's what I have on my lips right now. It says this is like a satiny finish. I've never tried this formula from MAC. I think it's nice. The color is pretty. It almost looks a little metallic. Not a huge fan of that, but overall I think it's pretty. Okay, so I did put on some blush. This is my Vieve blush in the shade Piazza, and I want to put on this as a blush topper. So this is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Royal Challenge. So, nope, that's the lighter one. Okay, the deeper one is Royal Vibrancy. So this more bronzy tone. So I grabbed a larger brush because I really, like I said, I don't want to put it quite as high up as I would a highlighter. I want to keep it right around here, like a blush topper. So this is a Sigma F35. Sorry, I'm like, what do those numbers say? F35. So I'm just going to go right on there. And this mirror's too small. What am I doing? Oh, that's pretty. That kind of transformed it into a glowy blush. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Yay. I was hoping, because I wanted this, like, I wanted it for the packaging, you know? Like, I wanted it. And I wanted to test it and see if it would work as a blush topper for me. And it does. That's pretty. Okay. Yay, I'm happy about that. I'm still going to put just a little bit on my nose. Now, now I will prime my eyes for shadow. And we are going to create a very easy, simple look. It's not going to take us long. I'm not going to do any false lashes. I'm just going to do a easy look. But first, let me prime my eyes. Never skip eye primer. I never skip eye primer. So I'm going to prime and get a little closer to y'all, and we'll do an easy look. Okay, again, quick and easy. Eyes are primed. I'm going to put this shade right here all in my crease. And then I want to put this shade all over the lid. I'm also going to put this all on the lower lash line. So the shade that I'm using first is Protector of Wakanda. So I'm going to pick that up. This is a dual-ended Sigma brush that came in one of their palettes. I love getting nice brushes and palettes. So you can see this is a really pretty orangey tone, almost like a deep dark pumpkin, which I really like. I'm sure some people will think this is just like a warm brown, but I definitely think this is an orange. Really pretty. I'm just fluffing that kind of all over. I'm even gonna bring this up and out. Since my eyes are deep set, a lot of times when I do looks like this, I want to take this color up and out to kind of help open up my eye out here. So that's why I'm blending it out this far, and it's blending so easily. So easily. Now I only had the first look that we did, the intense look. I only had that on for a couple of hours. I didn't notice any creasing though or anything. I will say, whenever I have eyeshadows crease on me, I typically don't have that problem, but when I do, it usually does happen right away, because you can see I have pretty deep folds in my eyes. But if you're new here to my channel, I do follow-up reviews every so often. Once I've really put a palette and a product to the test, I do reviews on them. So it'll be like one video with all the palettes that I'm ready to review. You know, once I've played with them multiple times, really have my full review ready. So if you're curious about this collection, but you're like, oh, you know, maybe I'll put it on my wish list, definitely make sure you subscribe, because I'll review this palette fully in the next month or so. I just like to make sure, like, I'll test this with different primers and things like that, but I feel like I'm getting a good sense of this palette with the look that we did before and now this one. Okay, now I'm also going to put this on the lower lash line. So I just flipped the brush over. I'm using the other side. I will say, I feel like I'm having to dip into the pan quite a bit, but I think it's just this new MAC formula. I mean, if you're new here, I am an indie eyeshadow lover. Like, I love supporting independently owned brands, but I have to say, like, I'm enjoying this palette from MAC. I really am. Okay, I wiped that brush off, and I did not wet my brush because I wanted to be able to show y'all what it looks like when it's not wet. I would like to use like a glitter primer or something underneath these metallic shades and see if I could get even more intensity. But I think that looks pretty. I think it looks nice and smooth. You know, I think, like I said with the purple shade, if you have texture on your lids or something like that and you really want to use a shimmer that's not going to emphasize texture, I feel like this will work for you because, I mean, I do have some crinkles in my lid, you know, but like, I don't care. I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I wear all kinds of shadows. But yeah, if that is something that is like something that you want to know, I think that you'll like these. I'm just blending again, and we're just gonna highlight the inner corner, and for that we're gonna go into this shade right here. So the matte shade is Protector of Wakanda. The shade we used on the lid is Royal Ways, and this shade right here is called Our Cause. So I'm just going to lightly put that on the inner corner like this. So I'm going to put on the Feline liner just on the lower waterline. I'm going to leave the upper lash line bare and just do mascara and curl my lashes. Alright, y'all, here is the second finished look. I just put on a little bit of that liner in the waterline, a little bit of mascara, and then I did add the gloss on top of the lip because I wasn't feeling the lip, but I'm feeling it very much with the gloss on top. But I am a gloss type of girl. So let's kind of talk about this collection piece by piece. If you are a MAC Cosmetics fan and you are a Black Panther fan, I think you'll really enjoy this collection. I really enjoy it. I do not regret a single cent that I spent on this collection. I'm very happy with my purchase. I had fun trying these new eyeshadow formulas from MAC. I said earlier, I love indie eyeshadows, so this is not going to be like a favorite eyeshadow palette for me. This isn't going to be like my new Holy Grail palette, but I like it. I'm excited to play with it some more. I want to use it more. I want to create some more looks. I like the packaging. Aside from this, I wish they would have printed the shade names here. I like the colors too. Now, for me, I would have loved to maybe swap out one of these shades for a black matte. I would have liked that, but better yet, what I would do is add 4 more shadows and do a deep dark matte purple, a light matte purple, a matte black, and then a blinding silver shade. I think that would have just made this palette like perfect for me. But I do like that this is 8 shades. It's compact, new formulas. It's fun. I'm into this. I'm into this palette. Now, if I could only buy one thing from the collection, I would pick one of these highlighters. I would personally go with the lighter one because of my skin tone. But this to me is the most special thing of the collection. Also, one of the more expensive items as well, but I kind of see why. This embossing, I'm sure you could see from the close-up earlier, this embossing is in there really, really good. Like, it's a deep imprint. So it's not like you're going to use this, you know, even every day for a month and the embossing is going to go away. You're going to have that for a very long time. And then even when it does go away, you have the logo right there up front. It's nice and big. I do wish the compacts were a little heavier. They feel a little lighter. I don't love that. I feel like if they were just a little more weighted, they would have felt a little more luxe for the price point. But overall, this is like my favorite thing from the collection. As a fan of the movie, this is what I love the most. This gloss would be like my second favorite because I love a gloss, but what I love even more than a gloss is a gloss with shimmer and sparkle. And this, I feel like it just makes my lips look so juicy, and I love it. They look hydrated, they feel nice. I like MAC glosses, and this is the Lip glass formula. The eyeliner, I'm not going to spend too much time on. If you need a black pencil liner, if you like MAC eyeliners, you need another one. I mean, this packaging is cool. Like, I'm excited to use it, but like it will, like I'll sharpen it and the packaging will eventually go away. But for now, I'm very happy with it. I'm going to put it right there with my eyeliners. This I like this lipstick. I like matte bullet lipsticks in this amplified cream formula. Again, I have the color Story of Home. I like this shade. I really liked it paired with a deeper lip liner. I like the packaging inside, and this is gonna last me a while too. And even if the lipstick goes bad or I use it up, I have this super cool packaging. My least favorite would be this, not because of the packaging, but just because like it's just not my favorite shade or formula. So this is the shade Show Off in the Love Me Liquid Lip color. So again, packaging is very cute. When I wear this, because I am going to wear it more, I will follow up a review in a few weeks or a month or so. I'm going to wear a gloss with it because I just don't love it on its own. It's not my personal favorite. Again, I didn't buy the bag. I didn't buy the brushes. And I think there were some liquid liners as well that just didn't look appealing to me, so I skipped on those. But let me know, were you interested in this collection? I would love to know, did you buy anything? Are you waiting for a sale? Are you gonna shop your stash? I hope that even if you're on a low buy and no buy, hopefully you can shop your stash, you can recreate these looks. Maybe I gave you some inspiration. Maybe you're not into makeup at all, and I wanna say thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. I hope you had a good time. I love hanging out with y'all. I love chatting with y'all in the comments. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the movie. I can't wait. I'm happy with this. I'm happy to try some new formulas for MAC. I'm just going to set this stuff right over here so I remember to test it and try it and play with it more so that I can review it in a few weeks for y'all. But thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm planning to have 7 videos this week. It's going to be a lot, but thank you for watching. I will see you then. Bye.